Alright, hey guys, Brian coming at you with a positive message today. I know it's pretty easy to get discouraged nowadays with what's going on in this country, what's going on in the world today. It seems everywhere you look, everything's pretty shitty. We've got two of the worst candidates that I think we could possibly have put up there to be our president. I mean, where are the real leaders in this country at this stage? I haven't seen or heard of, a Martin Luther King figure, somebody that has a positive message that's trying to captivate the public, steer them into the right direction. All I see is chaos and confusion and people at odds with one another. All you see on the news is fighting and bickering among somebody or one or another. And I don't think that's how people inherently are. When I'm around people, I work on appliances, so I get to go into maybe 10 different houses every day. I get to meet different people every day, of all walks of life, in their homes, where they live, where they're most comfortable. So as you can imagine, it's pretty easy to become Dr. Phil for some of these folks, hear their problems. It's pretty easy to witness, who they really are by how they talk to their kids, and how they talk to their wives, how they talk to their husbands. You get a general consensus of what people are like in nature, if you will. Their own homes, in my opinion, is their most comfortable environment. So it's the best place to really understand what those people are like behind closed doors, if you will. Everybody has a face out in the public. Somebody has a face, everybody has a face for their friends, their family. It's very rare that you get, the strength, the courage just to be you. I'm not going to lie and say that I've had that all of my life. I have generally had a face for everyone around me. Over the last few years, it's been, almost necessary. I've had different things happen in my life where I've had to be me. I've had to just accept the things that I've been trying to fight and embrace who I am. Walk the path that has been laid before me, essentially. And I hate to tell y'all,
in 0.8 miles.
This was brought up to me, they asked me,
Lithonia Industrial Boulevard.
A friend of mine asked me the question, well, where did you get this from? And the way it boiled down to, it was just my own personal revelation that was given to me by God. Is the best explanation that I have for y'all. God doesn't want cookie cutter people walking around in here. They don't. God doesn't want
on right to Lithonia
everyone to fall in line
then turn left.
And wear the same clothes and say the same things. There's supposed to be a variety. There's supposed to be individualism. There's supposed to be human beings walking around
5 miles. Then turn left on Lithonia Industrial
as individual
Boulevard.
as the stripes on a zebra, the stripes on a cheetah. We all supposed to go and find our niche. And what we are doing today is essentially incorrect. We are we're finding one collective thought, and we're grasping that, holding on to that, and it's dangerous to do that. It's unhealthy, and it's not what human beings are here to do. It's not what animals are here to do. It's not what trees are here to do.
You never go
in nature and see trees all lined in a straight line. That's human beings that do that. It's human beings that plant orchards. In nature, you always see sporadic. You always see something different. You never see much of the same thing as the same thing. I'll explain that here. When you look at nature, you know, you could look at a tree without leaves during the fall. Oddly enough, you can look at your body, say your nervous system, your veins, and it looks very similar to the way that the trees in fall look. You can see that in streams and the way that the waters move. So you see similarities in nature, and you need to keep those patterns in mind. When you're looking and studying nature and studying human beings, it's the same thing. You just have to find the patterns, find the systems, find the things that match. And when you do that, you have a heads up on the game. You know, you can find the answers you seek so much easier than anyone else trying to read an individual book. Even if you're smart enough to read lots of different books, you still need to walk out in nature. That's where you're going to get the most knowledge given to you. The most wisdom comes from people that separate from society, from the collective population, and walks out alone into nature and experiences. That's God's canvas, if you will. And when you're able to,
in 0.2 miles,
when you're able
right
to
on
soak
Tribble
that
Street,
up,
then arrive at
when you're
address
able to
6611 on right.
learn God's language, it's through nature, okay? It's through math, it's through science. I love the idea that science and God
right on Tribble
are
Street.
against each other, when in all honesty they're the same thing. Science is more or less an understing of God. God is
Continue
all that
0.1
is.
miles
All
to
the
address
energy, us,
6611
the
on
rocks, the animals, the being. There is no like man figure up in the sky going around, you know, pulling strings and what have you. We are all in essence God, and we are essentially fingertips and or whiskers to add experience. And if you're fucking a cookie cutter human being, you're not adding experience. You're basically wasting your life. You're not
Arriving
doing
at address
what you're supposed to do.
6611 on right.
And I'm at my destination, so I'll need to come back with this. Take care, y'all.